Well, it's not doing any good here, so I guess we'd better fix it and see if it works. G'day everybody, welcome back. Today, beautiful winter's day in the paddock, cool enough to do a job that's been calling my name. Hot steel in summertime, no good. Middle of winter, good. So let's go and have a look and get on with it. So about 12 months ago, I bought the big old tractor and it came with a couple of free slashes. Well, I guess I paid for them anyway. And this was one of them. Condition unknown, brand unknown, made of Titanic grade steel, and it'll do the job for us. It's a fixed height slasher, so there's no adjustability in cutter height. Big old gearbox, no clutch, which is moderately concerning when I think about how many rocks I've got. Came with some free blades, which go under there, which it doesn't need. The blades that are on it will be fine. So I brought it to the paddock and I put it on the ground, and this is where it stayed. Now, what's wrong with it? Well, nothing that we know of. I do have to replace these bearings in the trailing wheel, which we're going to do today. And I'm going to rip the cover off because, as you saw in the short the other day, if you were watching, this took some getting out and it's very, very rusty on the bottom. So I'll pull that bung in a second and then we'll do the bearings and then we'll pull this cover off and just make sure everything in there goes round and round and round. Now there's a grease nipple down here, right down the bottom, and a grease nipple on the wheel stem, which is over here. So, and that's about what we're going to do. So let's drop the oil, then we'll do the wheel, then we'll do the cover, and then we might go get the tractor. It's not the worst oil I've ever seen, but it's not the best. So that just drains into this little spot here. There might be a drain plug in the deck. I haven't found it yet, but we'll clean that up a bit later on. And I'm assuming this is the fill plug here. So we'll have a look at that a bit later. So yeah, it can drain quietly. And we'll see how it looks when we open the box. So where the wheel goes, there's a couple of bearing races have to go in here. And there's some little nicks and bumps and lumps that I'm going to Dremel off just to make sure that the bearing race goes in well. The bottom, it's pretty good. There's not too much issue down the bottom. So, but we'll just tidy this top one up. Getting them out was interesting. So that's got rid of most of the lumps and bumps, which is good. So the bearing race should sit fairly well. Now this is only a wheel that goes around and around at low speed, so but it's got some pretty hefty bearings in it. So we'll just make sure we get it right. Righto, we know the grease nipple's working. Righto, bearing races are in, top and bottom. Reasonably happy. They were refrigerated in an ice bucket beforehand, and these are Timken bearing. The number's on here somewhere. 2788. Matched pair, or I'm treating them like a matched pair, so A is for the top, above, and the B goes at the bottom. The B's already on the wheel over there, so we'll go grease that up, put that up in through the hole and set it down and bolt it all up. So I think at this point we're pretty good. Spins well. Some observant people will have noticed that there's no grease seal down the bottom here. I couldn't get one because I didn't know what size to get. But I've got a plan for that. I just can't do it today because I just can't do it today. So that's that job done. Next up, let's take that cover off. That was easy. Okay, it's going to be a bit hard to see in here, but overall I'm fairly happy. This bearing is obviously supported by the end plate, which will take some getting back in, and the main gear at the bottom. Yeah, it's got a little bit of surface rust on it, but having looked in there and way back up in there, everything's got what it needs. So I'll clean this surface up and put the cover back on, and then it might be clean up and tractor time. So it turns out what I thought was a gasket is actually 3 plastic shims, which makes sense considering that that bearing's got a float. But what it does mean is that I'm going to put this back in without any goop, because if I put goop on, it'll make it thicker, which will loosen the bearing and so on and so on. So I'll give them a good clean, I'll stick it all back in, I'll bolt it up, and I'm going to have to try and get that oil level plug out, which is proving challenging. But yeah, other than that, there's no real surprises here yet, he said optimistically. And here we are about an hour later, attached to the tractor it came with, 80 horsepower tractor, bloody big slasher. We got the pins in, we got the top link in. I need to just keep an eye on that. I'm not very happy with that yet. I'm also not happy with like the height it's at, and I need to go and find some flat ground, which we'll do in a minute. The wheel's on, it's at full up mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the tractor on, There's 10 litres, about 10 litres of 8140 in the gearbox. I still can't get the measuring plug out, so that's probably a hot glue gun solution. Everything's greased, everything's oiled, so we'll turn the tractor on, we'll put the PTO in, and we'll just see if it makes any horrendous noises. Well, so far so good. There's not a lot of crunching going on. Well, so far so good. Nothing alarming, no crunching, no banging, no grinding. So I'm going to put it down, get the level right, and then we'll do some mowing. So the slash is going really well, but it turns out that the ground out the front's a little bit wet, so don't know how this is going to go. Handles on them.
Yep.
And there we have it. So got the tractor out, it's ready for a wash. I think I'm going to have to adjust this or have a play with this. The wheel doesn't quite turn well enough yet. Cuts really well, heavy as shit, sinks a tractor, but all in all, pretty happy. Give it a wash, soak up that oil, see if we can find a drain plug and check the oil level. So anyway, it's the end of the day. Big Red needs a wash and I need a beer. See you next time.